86,400. That's how many seconds there are in a day. 86,400. That's about as many opportunities as you have, at least at the most, to make a choice between this or that, whatever it is. I got to thinking about that today and how that impacts our lives. The food choices we make, the spiritual choices that we make, no matter what it is. And today we're going to have a conversation about those choices that you choose to make for good or for bad, and how they're going to impact your life today and your life tomorrow. Let's get the conversation started. Hey everyone, my name is Jason, aka Pastor Jay, and welcome to New Hope Lutheran Church. This just happens to be the building, the congregation that I'm privileged to be the pastor over. This evening, in about, little less than 3 hours, I'll be standing in this pulpit that's right behind me. And I'll be privileged to lead tonight's Lenten meditation, Lenten service. And well, for this season of the year, we're studying the last 7 words of Christ. And tonight's word, which you might not find very applicable to what I've already brought up, but truly is the word that Jesus spoke to a thief on the cross when he said, "Truly, truly, I tell you, tonight, today, you will be with me in paradise." I wasn't thinking about that word directly this morning around 10:30, even though I was preparing for tonight's message. But I got up to go to the fellowship hall kitchen, which is just right behind me over here. I got up to get a drink of water and to grab a little bit of beef jerky and some cheese that I had in the fridge that I brought with me, because the last few days anyway, I've been getting kind of hungry mid-morning, and I just didn't want to let my tummy growl until noon. So I brought a little snack with me, a healthy snack of some protein and some fat, if you will. And as I got up and I went into the kitchen, we had a couple ladies. They're actually back there right now and probably kind of hiding. And they were preparing for tonight's dinner, which is going to start here in about, less than an hour. They were making soups and egg salad and ham salad and all these good foods. And they had brought in the bars. They're just getting everything ready. And oh my gosh, y'all, it looked so good. And they know I'm on a carnivore journey. They know I'm on this carnivore kind of diet. And there's more foods that I really can't eat that I'm choosing to eat. It's not that I can't eat them. I'm just choosing not to. Does that make sense? I'm choosing not to eat a lot of carbohydrate. But I thought, I could have egg salad. That's on the menu for tonight. I like eggs. I eat eggs quite often. And there probably isn't too much carbohydrate within the mayonnaise. Little did I know. As I was talking with them about the egg salad, I said, well, can you just set me aside a little bit of egg salad? And they're like, oh, sure. We'd be glad to. And they're like, you don't want it in bread, right? Because you're not eating bread. And I'm like, absolutely right. And I said, and I would imagine, and they showed me all these hard-boiled eggs that they had brought in. And I said, are you just going to mix it with regular mayo? I said, that's what we do at home. And they're like, oh, no, we have this special kind of dressing that one of our former members used to make up. It was a recipe of her own. And I guess everyone just dies for this recipe. And they just love this egg salad. So they made it year after year after year. Well, come to find out that this salad dressing is like a Miracle Whip on steroids. It's made with a cup of sugar. And I'm like, I don't think I'll be eating that egg salad after all, because even if it's made out of 40 sandwiches, that's still a lot of sugar. And that's carbohydrates that I don't need. And I don't need to feed that sugar monster. And I just got to thinking about choices. I have a choice. I could eat that egg salad. I could eat the beef stew or the broccoli cheese soup, the ham salad, the buns, the bread. All the delicious looking scrumptious bars that are being set aside for tonight. I have a choice. I can eat those things and ingest a few more carbs and set my diet back a few days. Or I can choose to abstain and eat some different foods. I grabbed my water. I went back to my desk and keep working and plugging away. And I texted my wife and I said, honey, I don't think I'm going to be eating egg salad tonight. It's got too much sugar. She responded a while later with a bit of a thumbs up and went home for lunch. And she said, well, what are you going to eat? And I said, I don't know. I'm going to figure it out. Probably some leftovers from last night. And that's eventually what I'll do. I'll go home and I'll grab some leftovers out of the fridge and I'll eat some leftover roast beef that I had last night. Maybe a hamburger patty or two, and I'll just have a beef dinner for dinner tonight. A dinner with no carbs. Choices. Choices we all have to make. 86,400 seconds, 86,400 moments every single day to make choices. You have those choices too. You have 86,400 seconds every single day to choose this path or that path, to choose the way you're going to eat or not the way you eat, whether you're going to choose to live for God or to choose to live for yourself. You know, the story in tonight's Lenten devotion is that there were two men hanging on a cross next to Jesus, and they were all going to die in very short time. One criminal hanging next to Jesus chose the wrong path. He lived very defiantly his entire life, and he chose to go out with his fist raised high, shaking his fist at God, and to die very defiantly. But the criminal on Jesus' other side, I'm supposing the right side, in the last minute, 12th hour deathbed confession is a better way to say it. He asked Jesus, "Don't forget me. Please remember me when you come into your kingdom." It's as though he was asking Jesus, "Please don't forget about me. I know I've done bad my whole life, but please don't leave me behind. Don't forget about me." And in that moment, Jesus said, "Truly, truly, I'll tell you, you'll be with me today in paradise." God was just looking for a contrite heart, and he saw it in that one man. He made a choice. Even though it was the last opportunity of his life, he made that choice to turn to God. But the other guy, he made a different choice. You have that choice too. I'm not talking faith right now. I'm just saying that you have 86,400 choices today to either live for something that's beyond you or to live for something that's selfishly only about you. What's it going to be? For me today, I chose not to eat some carbs. I'm choosing to eat differently because it's not so much that I just want to be thin and shed all this fat loss, which I do, but I want to live for my life. I want to live for my daughters. I want to live another day to see my grandson. I want to live another day and another, I don't know how many years to spend with this beautiful congregation and these beautiful ladies that are back in the kitchen preparing tonight's meal. What choices are you going to make today? That's a question I leave with you. I think I'm going to end it with that. Maybe with a blessing as well. May God bless you. May God keep you. May God's beautiful and radiant face shine down upon you, and may his graciousness abound all over you. I pray that God's favor come down out of heaven and fill you from head to toe, and I pray that the peace of the Lord sit right here within your heart and give you a peace that passes all understanding. Be at peace today. Make choices that'll cause you and help you be at peace. Be like the guy who chose peace and not the other guy. Does that make sense? There you go. Say, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it along to somebody else so they can watch the video too. And if you haven't already, both subscribe to my channel and check out a few of these videos, one on my right and one on my left. Binge watch a little bit. Help the channel out. Make a choice. Help Holy Carnivore grow. Until I get to see you next time, be well. Know that God loves you and know that I love you too. Goodbye.